again, it's that time of year where I round up my favourite horror films from the last 12 months. Now, as always, the list is somewhat arbitrary, as I've not seen every horror film that's been released this year, and my list is based purely on how much I personally enjoyed these. So, in no particular order, my first favourite film of the year is One Cut of the Dead. A rather bizarre horror comedy from Japan about a film crew shooting a zombie film that's being broadcast live on TV, only to find themselves being attacked by real zombies, so the director decides to keep rolling. It does start off kind of slow, but you need to stick with it, as after the zombie film finishes about half hour in, it then shows you what was really going on behind the camera, which is where the film really comes into its own. It's actually really clever. Next up we have Ma. A group of high school kids are befriended by a middle-aged black woman who agrees to buy them booze provided they hang out at her place and drink with her in a basement. But things get out of hand as some wish to abuse her hospitality, and there might be an ulterior motive for her wanting to befriend these particular youngsters, as she goes from being a friendly host to a crazed stalker. A bit of a messed up film which borders on I spit on your grave territory in places, but despite what happens, you cannot help but feel more than a little bit sorry for her as more of her backstory is revealed. Next, a film that isn't strictly horror, but I think it fits right in here. Brightburn. A dark take on the superhero film in which we discover what might happen if Superman were evil. Now, the film's basically the same setup, as a childless couple find a young child in the wreckage of a crashed meteor, who they adopt as their own. But as the lad enters puberty, he starts exhibiting strange powers which he starts using for nefarious purposes. Great fun, really dark, and a much needed antidote to all the gushy superhero films that are out at the moment. Moving on to our next title, we have Crawl. One of my favourite types of horror, killer crocodiles, or rather alligators in this particular case, as a young girl goes to check that her father has left town in the wake of an upcoming hurricane, only to find that he's trapped in the basement with a couple of large hungry alligators. Terrific fun as the couple try to battle their way to safety past the gators as the water levels begin to rise, before they're either drowned or eaten. Next, a film that you might not have seen, Little Monsters. An Aussie zombie comedy about a deadbeat musician that volunteers to help out on a school trip just so he can chat up the young music teacher, only for them to end up battling zombies that have escaped from a neighbouring military facility. Lots of wildly inappropriate humour and gory fun follows as the two try to lead the kids to safety through the hordes of undead that are eating anything in sight. This one's only just been released digitally, but it's definitely worth checking out. Things are about to get Nazi now with our next title, Iron Skye 2 The Coming Race. A hilarious follow-up to the original in which the survivors on the former Nazi moon base have to return to Earth and find a secret underworld in order to obtain a rare substance that will continue to power their space station. But first they have to battle past dinosaurs, shape-changing lizards and even Adolf Hitler in order to get it. Several characters from the original film return, including Udo Kier in a dual role, playing both the Space Führer and Hitler himself. Which brings me on to my favourite film of the year, which as always is bound to be a bit controversial, but my choice for favourite horror movie of 2019 goes to Zombieland Double Tap. Oh yes, Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg and the others return, along with some new characters to battle zombies that are trying to overrun a hipster commune called Babylon. A brilliant follow-up to the original featuring plenty of good gory fun and goofs. That's all for this year, thanks for watching. Let us know what you thought of my choices in the comments section below, and also be sure to let us know what films you think should have been included. Please be sure to rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'll be back soon with more reviews, so until then, wishing you all a very happy horror-filled 2020.